Hey, what's up there, people? It's good to see you again, or for you to see me. It's been a long time no see. I hope that you enjoyed your 6 days off here. I hope that you're recharged, re-energized, and ready for trimester two, because today is the first day of trimester two. And today is December 10th, 2020. On this day in history, let's go all the way back to 1869. Wyoming was not a state yet, it was a territory, but it was the first territory in the United States that granted women the right to vote. That's right. Women in Wyoming were voting before the rest of the women in the country. It wasn't until 1920 that women in the rest of the country were able to vote. It was 1920 before this country realized the errors of its ways and realized half of our population cannot vote in a land that is based on democracy and freedom and liberties. So 1869, congratulations to Wyoming. In 1901, the first Nobel Peace Prize was awarded. The Nobel Peace Prize is a very prestigious award awarded in multiple categories. 5 different people win the Nobel Peace Prize each year. Since 1901, we've had winners like you see here, President Barack Obama, Malala Yousafzai, and her father there have both won the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. has won the Nobel Peace Prize. Mother Teresa has won it. Madame Marie Curie, Toni Morrison, the poet, even Bob Dylan has won the Nobel Peace Prize. So a pretty prestigious award. In 1915, Ford built its 1 millionth car. Now, Ford started using what's called mass production or an assembly line in 1913, where they could just be rolling cars right off the line, one after the other. And they reached their 1 millionth car already by 1915. And the last this day in history is in 2009, the movie Avatar made its premiere in London. The first time anybody had seen the movie Avatar. It is a remarkable example of theatric digital effects and special effects. It's a pretty brilliant movie, although the plot line you might not like all that much, but it does bring into some good ideas of society and stereotypes and differences between people and, in this case, animals or creatures or aliens or whatever you want to call it. I've also heard that Avatar is having a part 2 and a part 3 coming out in the future years. And if you ever get a chance to go to Disney World, you should take the ride Avatar. It is the best ride I've ever ridden in any theme park ever, anywhere. It's an awesome ride. Happy birthday to William Lloyd Garrison, who was born in 1805. He lived for 73 years. He's from Boston. We haven't really met him yet, but William Lloyd Garrison is an abolitionist, which means he fully believed in ending slavery. He was a suffragist, which means he believed that women should have the right to vote. And he was a journalist where he had newspapers that he wrote about these topics. A pretty remarkable figure there, William Lloyd Garrison. We'll find out more about him in the future. In 1815, Ada Lovelace was born. Ada Lovelace is an English mathematician, so she's from England, and she only lived, unfortunately, to 36 years old. She died of cancer, but in her short time on the earth, she did a lot of progress for math, science, and technology. This is a kind of a meme that gives us an example. The look when you're the first person ever to write a mathematical algorithm intended to be processed by a machine. Yes, that's right. She was the first to recognize the full potential of computers as one of the first computer programmers back in the 1800s. In 1830, the poet Emily Dickinson was born. Happy birthday to her. She would be 190 years old today. She lived to the age of 55, though. She's one of the most important American poets. Some really thoughtful poetry that she had. Her themes were flowers, gardens, religion, and some more dark and morbid themes of illness and death. That's Emily Dickinson. Happy birthday to Meg White. She is one half of the White Stripes. That's the song that you heard as the entry music. She's 46 today. She's from Michigan, and she's like you can see, a drummer and a vocalist. There's Jack White, who is the other half of the White Stripes. In 1996, Joe Burrow was born. For you sports fans out there and football fanatics and athletics enthusiasts, Joe Burrow is the rookie phenom quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. He also won a national championship with LSU, and unfortunately this year he suffered a pretty gruesome leg injury that ended his season. So happy 24th birthday to Joe Burrow. All right, some good news for you, some exciting news. Today, breaking. This is the first day of live lessons. Yes, I can't wait. I've been waiting for this to actually have live lessons. Me, you, all of your classmates in one Google Meet celebrating and celebrating being back together, but also having a live lesson. This is the schedule for the live lessons. Okay, first of all, we'll have SEL classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 o'clock to 9:30. You're expected to come to those SEL classes. In fact, we will be having our first SEL class today. So if you're in my SEL class, come to the meet at 9 o'clock. My social studies class will be at 11 to 11:30 every day. So SEL Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Social studies class every day. The last time that you could actually meet with me is 1:30 to 2:30 every day will be my staff office hours. So after SEL, it would be great if you went to all of these classes, but just know my class is at 11 o'clock. And then if you have questions or comments, or you just need to have like some more one-on-one time, that's for the staff office hours from 1:30 to 2:30. If you need to talk to me, that's the time. If you need to talk to Mrs. Like, or Mrs. Ross, or Mr. Aarons, or Mr. Jeffrey, or Mrs. Walters, or Mrs. Prell, or Mr. Meshuga, or any of your teachers, 1:30 to 2:30, we will all be on our own staff office hours at that time. And this is all done through Google Meet. So there will be Google Meet links available for you. They're going to be posted in Classroom. I'll show you where they are for my class right now. I've got, actually, it's in a couple of places. Under the Classwork tab, right here, Google Meet Classes tells you my schedule, the link that I'll be using, and the live class schedule that you just saw. I will also have it posted in each daily lesson right here, and you'll see that in each of your classes, and I'll have it posted on the stream as well. So Google Meet links are available for you. I use the same Google Meet link for my SEL, my history class, and for my open office hours. Okay, so your assignment for today is going to look like this. I just need you to read over these digital citizenship expectations for our Google Meets. Just read over this document. You can look at it here in the video, but it's also posted in the assignment. So read through them so you have a good idea of how the Google Meets should work. We'll review these as well in the first time that you have a Google Meet, at least the key ideas, but make sure that you look those over and you have a good idea of what to expect in those Google Meets and what we expect. So that's your assignment today, is read that through, go over to the answer on the assignment and just type in, I agree. And that's telling me that you've read this and you agree to those kinds of things. Okay, one last time, SEL, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, social studies, science, math, language arts, and ALB every day, and staff office hours every day. Okay, I can't wait to see you in our first Google Meet. I'm looking forward to the time. We'll have some good time. We'll have some games, do some activities. I can't wait to see you there. Peace.